Hey guys, this is Mycket with OneKingdom, and just going to follow the last part of one of our tourneys here. We have 4 minutes 25 seconds left here. This would be our first outright win in Claymore. We've done well. We've been able to get some guys leveled up, and so we're really much more effective at hitting those higher level, the SH14s, SH13s. Very happy with the results of where we're at. But let's take a, while we're waiting to see what the results will be here, we're up right now 73.85 to 69.60. We still have a few guys that are giving it a shot here. We have quite a few people, obviously, as you go through this, have finished on both sides. It's a very close one. We were clawing back tooth and nail to be able to get back into it because we were behind for a little while. But then a lot of our guys started showing and were able to do well. Some of our guys who are a little lower ranked had a little more difficulty, but there's still a few going as well. They've also, I believe, have a few more people attacking. So let's take a look at what our board looks like right now. You can see all those 375s have been able to hit the king. Here's another look at it here. We have a few people that have petered out there that they are done. We have a few people that are left here that if they hurry, they will be able to get some more points there. I think Iceman's online right now. And all right. So 3 minutes left. Let me do, while I'm waiting here, take a look at what the schedule looked like. Basically, we had a solid win day one, and then on day two, we had another solid win. The way that this thing puts the scores are weird. I believe that was actually a 705, but that's not a 231. That's 2,310 against Animal Style there. Then Polska, that was a good one for us. This one is a real close one here. We are now up at 74.05, but they're now at 70.05. All right, so they're keeping it close here. Let's see what ends up happening here. We have 2 minutes left, 31 seconds. It's a close one. So anyways, we've had a good one. What is this for? This is for 200 rings and bragging rights here. Because what will happen is if we pull this one off, we'll have 5 wins. Even though they have a few more points overall, we'll have the 5 wins and we'll be able to pull it off. Those points do matter if everything's tied up on the number of wins, obviously, and that's just how a tourney works. But we're going head to head for the last one, so this is exciting. Let's go back and take a look. Okay. 74.05, 1 minute, 50 seconds left. Let's take a look over on their side, what they've got. The way this thing lines up in Rival Kingdoms, if you're new to that, is it doesn't put everybody out there. It tries to even it out, which is actually a really nice, fair way of doing it. But then a lot of times you end up with, you don't have everybody in the lineup. Like I'm not in the lineup this time. I'm in SH11 right now. But it doesn't always put the highest ones, too. That's just how it works. They have a few other people here, but they have a bunch of people that haven't even attacked a number one. So they'll probably not be in it. And they have a few people at the end here, which is where you get the big points. Looks like those guys are done. He has one more attack on the king there. He'll probably take that. And 1 minute, 8 seconds. All right, and if these guys pull some points off here, it can turn around very quickly, because obviously, you know, when you can pull off the points, the higher ones, you get the higher on the higher bases, you get the higher points. So I'm not as worried about these ones down here. Okay, but what do we have left on our side? Let's see, 74.05. We have, looks like we have Iceman is still giving a shot at that one. Have several people here that have another shot. I don't know if they're online right at this exact time. We've had very good participation. This doesn't actually show every single person in there. The only way to really be able to see it is if you go over and you take a look at the rank here. But really nice job. A lot of 375s, which really helps. Obviously, they also had quite a few of those. Looks like we're at 17 seconds. Looks like we're going to pull off the win here if everything goes well. No points posted at the last second. 7 seconds. All right. Here we go. Final. 74.05 to 7,005. Excellent. So we pulled it off, and we were able to win the entire thing for Claymore. Good job, OneKingdom. Really well done. I can take a look at viewing the results here. We already kind of looked at this a few times, but just in case anybody put any last minute points in there. We have, one of the things you have to realize is that the people who get some of the lower points, sometimes they're lower SHs and they're still leveling themselves up. So just getting getting all your morale used is really key. In the loyalty points there. All right, so we got a Claymore win. Excellent. I'm going to put in here congrats to everybody. All right. Well, good job. I'm really proud of everybody for doing such a good job. The key is of course that a lot of these people you look at some of these and you're like, well, yeah, but they weren't able to get it with all of the things. But I like the fact that people have used their morale. They've really given it a shot. They've tried their best to pull it off. Not everybody used up every single attack, but they tried. Your morale indicator, which right now is off here, but it would be up in the left-hand corner there, and it would tell you how many you have left. You have 5 chances or 5 lives, so to speak, that you can lose 5 times. But very exciting. I'm excited we were able to pull this off. Got us a couple extra things. Got us some bragging rights. That was a good clan that we went against. I'm going to do a replay here just for fun. Let's see if I can pull off a replay of this. Is an SH14. Let's see who gives us, because it kind of gives you a random replay. And okay, Ravenous. Okay, they went in with a Cold Blood. It looks like Cold Blood boost, which is a really good way to be able to hit an SH14, because then it takes all those spell towers out of the way. I'm just going to kind of speed through it a little bit until we get up to here. You'll notice when they get hit by the spell towers are going to freeze for just a second instead of causing that damage. And that's one of the most powerful boosts that's out there. Use those sparingly. Use them if you need them, though. In this case, we did, and so that was good to use them because they're kind of hard to find. And when you get them, now this right up here, that flare tower is the biggest thing that's the problem. That's why this boost is so helpful. It's because you don't have to use the spells going in there. When you use the spells, it makes that flare tower so much more powerful, and it can really rank on your guys pretty hard. Good job by Ravenous. Good job by OneKingdom. I will probably do one more replay here. I'm just going to zip through and see who gives us on the king here. It's always fun to watch that one. Often the king is not the most difficult one to take down. Can be, but usually it's not. Usually it's everybody in the whole clan. They make the person who is the toughest one to bring down, make them a sentinel and put them right before the king, or even 2 before the king. You could have 2 sentinels, that sort of thing. This is Red Star 88. Just really not a big deal to try and funnel these things. There's no tough part of that. The key here is trying to stay safe from those spell towers. I'm betting, let's see if I can see. Well, he's not messing with the spell towers there, so it looks like he's just going through with 4 Veil and just has a lot of paladins in there to keep the healing going. Let's see what happens. Yeah, just doing the hard push through. Now once you get through these up there, that confusion tower, that's the scary thing that you're trying to deal with, because it's making your guys fight your own guys. But he's got enough firepower. Notice he has the archers behind there. They're out of the range of the spell towers. That's really, but yet the guys up front are taking all the damage from the catapults. That's really what did it for him. Nice job, nice plan there. All right, good job, OneKingdom. I'll post this later, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we can go from here. All right, this is Mycket with OneKingdom. Make sure you like, subscribe, and keep ahead of your rivals.